everybody, welcome to the kitchen. We are making something called Louvi Fresko. Louvi Fresko. That's Cypriot for black-eyed peas, okay? So it is a dish made with black-eyed peas and zucchini. So we need to prepare our dish first. We're gonna soak our beans overnight, just like we did the chickpeas to make the hummus, okay? So I have an entire bag of black-eyed peas, and we're gonna put them in the pot of water and let it soak overnight. So first we have to pour them in, and you want to check the beans. Sometimes, believe it or not, there are little pebbles in them. So you always check the beans. So you're going to dump your whole bag in, and you want to look for anything like this one. That one's a bad bean. We're going to take that out. And you want to check and make sure there's nothing else in there. I have found little pebbles before in bags of beans. I kid you not, I'm not making it up. So you always check your beans, all right? So obviously there was one bad one. Let me take that out, all right? Next, we're just gonna cover it with water, quite a bit, with cold water. And then we're gonna let it sit overnight. So we're gonna let this soak overnight. And remember, the beans triple 3 times. They triple in size. So we're gonna put a lot of water. Last time when I did the chickpeas, I didn't put enough water. It still tripled in size, but it really should have lots of water, all right? So here we go. We got plenty of water in this pot. We're gonna put it right here, and we're gonna leave it overnight. I'm gonna cover it. Tomorrow when I come in, I'm gonna strain it off, and then we're gonna cook our dish. See ya. All right, so if you look inside, you'll see our black-eyed peas plumped up. And they're much bigger now, so I'm gonna pour them in the colander. Get rid of all that water they were soaking in. Okay. Colander, strain it all out. And we're gonna add it back into our pot. So we are making Louvi Fresko, or black-eyed peas. And here we go. We have our recipe right here. We have the black-eyed peas that we already soaked overnight. And then we're gonna add 4 cups of water, 1 bay leaf, 2 zucchini, so here are the zucchinis, and 2 lemons, some salt, the za'atar seasoning, the pepper, and we're gonna olive oil, spring onion, and cilantro. So we'll get those later. For right now though, I'm gonna be cutting up our zucchini. I've already washed it, you see it's still wet. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna cut these into nice discs. And this is our top, so I'm just gonna remove the top. And then I'm gonna slice it maybe 1/3 inch thick. Maybe that's a little too thick, maybe 1/4 inch thick. Just like that, these little slices. Now, this is actually a wide zucchini, so now that I'm seeing how big these are, I think that's a bit too big. I'm gonna cut these in half. So I'm gonna cut a whole bunch of these in half and have them in my bowl ready to go, and come back and show you how to do the rest of it. So hold on. Here we have our rinsed black-eyed peas. I'm going to add 4 cups of water now, and we are going to bring that to a boil and cook them for 2 hours, about 2 hours, until they're soft. So the water's in there. I'm gonna turn the heat on high, medium high, to bring it to a boil, and then I'll turn it down so it doesn't boil away too quickly. Cover it so all the liquid doesn't completely disappear, and then I will be ready. Our black-eyed peas have been cooking for almost 2 hours. You still see there's a little bit of liquid in there. So there we go. There's a little bit of liquid still in there. So now we are going to add in our zucchini. That was 2 large zucchini chopped, and we're going to add in our seasoning. So we need 1 bay leaf, a 1/2 teaspoon of our za'atar seasoning, a pinch of black pepper, how much salt? 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and aren't I lucky? this little measure right here is a 1/4 teaspoon. Sprinkle that around. And then we are going to cover it and let it cook until the zucchini is nice and tender. So I will come back and show you what we do next. Okay, so our zucchini have been cooking, and there's black-eyed peas. There's the bay leaf sticking out. We're gonna continue to cook it for a little bit. And what we wanna do now though is we wanna add our lemon juice. So we are going to add the lemon juice of 2 lemons, and then we're also going to add some olive oil, sorry. 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I've already cut 1 lemon, and I have my chef knife, my cutting board, the non-slip mat is under there. All right, so let's see if I can cut this lemon with 1 hand. Probably not. So anyhow, I'll do that off camera. What I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to squeeze the lemon into this measuring cup, so that way I can remove any pits. So you see how there's a whole bunch of pits? So I'm going to squeeze this in here, remove the pits, and then I can add that to our pot of boiling black-eyed peas. All right, so I'll finish that off camera, add everything to the pot and the olive oil. And then we'll see what it looks like when it's fully cooked. Off our Louvi Fresko black-eyed peas, the Cyprus dish that has zucchini and black-eyed peas in it. And we're now finished. We're gonna plate it, we're gonna garnish it. So these are our scallions and our cilantro. So we are gonna chop these up. This will be our garnish. I only need 1 for right now. We're just doing a plating of 1. But I'm gonna wash this off. The cilantro still has the dirt on it, so we gotta wash that off. And again, I only need a little bit of cilantro. So I'm just gonna take a couple of sprigs. We're gonna rinse off this. All right. All right, so the scallion, I'm just gonna peel off that. And this one, they don't look so good. Those are the outer leaves of the scallion, and removing those. And then all we need to do to chop this, to make it as the garnish, is just chop small little thin slivers. All right, tiny little slivers, and that'll be for our garnish to go on top. This will add a nice onion flavor. If you remember, our recipe has actually no onions in it. And this will be our onion component of the dish. This knife needs to be sharpened, unfortunately, but we'll keep cutting that. I want some of the green as well. You're supposed to use both parts of the scallion, the white and the green. Both have flavor. The green part, of course, adds a nice color as part of the garnish. I always find that the outer leaves get a little too tough as you go up, and I remove them. Save that for stock. You don't have to waste it. You can use it for stock. All right, so that's a good amount for our garnish. And of course, we're gonna take some of our cilantro and chop that up as well. We just need a couple leaves because we're only doing 1 plate of it. And now I'm gonna switch to the chef knife. So this will give me better control. And I just want to chop that up. A rough chop is fine. All right, now we are going to plate our black-eyed peas. So if you come on over here and look in the pot, you'll see these have been cooking. You can see the zucchini has cooked down, the beans have cooked. A lot of that liquid has disappeared. It's cooked off. So we're going to add this to our bowl. All right. The lemon juice is in there. And now we're going to plate it with our scallions. A nice sprinkle of scallions on top. This nice fresh cilantro on top. And to top it off, make it a little even better, I'm gonna put a little drizzle, ooh, there we go, of the olive oil. And voila, there we go. That is our Louvi Fresko. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching how to make this, and we'll maybe try it at home, all right? So thank you for joining me in the kitchen. Take care. Bye-bye.